Alright, hello everyone and welcome. I'm going to get started with the pre-stream right now because even though there's not many people on stream, I do want to start, gaming in particular, relatively more quickly than holding off to wait for people to join the stream. Thank you for being here. I am Darkside Phil. Today is Thursday, December 10th, 2015. And it's going to be a fun day. The first stream here is going to be more Fallout 4, and we are into pretty much the interesting side content of the game. I'm trying to avoid all of the more grinding, repetitive stuff that is pretty much only for leveling, because at this point I'm pretty high level in the game, and even though I am coming up against enemies that are pretty challenging, I don't really think that I need to be power leveling or anything at this point, you know what I mean? In addition to that, there are some unique missions, side content that I have not done yet. And the thing is, in every Fallout game this happens, is that it's some pretty well-hidden side content in regards to different areas of the game. And I want to be sure that I don't miss out on any of the interesting stuff. So that's what I've kind of been doing, is using my strategy guide to look through and see what's remaining. And apparently I think there's one major mission in... I believe that you need to... there's one mission in Good Neighbor, I think. Okay. I think that there is one major mission in regards to a settlement that I haven't even found yet. That's like way off the beaten path of the map. What I'm going to be doing is going through what's listed as major side quests of Fallout 4 in my strategy guide and going through them and hitting them up. So that I can actually go boom, boom, boom. You know, here's the things that I haven't done yet. And make sure that I don't miss anything important or interesting. That's the thing. This game has so much stuff in it, you don't know. Gee, what's the important side content? What's the fun stuff versus what's just the repetitive stuff meant for grinding purposes? And so I want to kind of do the fun stuff. I think, in particular, some of the stuff I haven't done yet. I got to finish the companion quest for Curie. I have to do some stuff with aliens. I never found the alien blaster, and I want to try to find that. I want to see if I can get all the bobbleheads, and I'm very close to getting the bobbleheads. I only have a few left that I actually haven't found yet. So we're going to be going on a little bit of questing for bobbleheads today. Like I said, I think there's one major mission in Good Neighbor, and I think there's one settlement I haven't found yet. And outside of that, I think I've done pretty much all of the side content, except for the missions that are in particular to the factions. But you can't do those until you make a critical decision at the story point that I'm at in the game right now, and I don't want to do that yet. So what I'm thinking is today and the next several sessions of Fallout 4, whether it be another 2-3 sessions or whatever, I'll be focusing on that side content of the game so that I can get through it. And then what we'll start doing as of next week is I'll start maybe exploring the plot, and I'll probably try to pick a faction that I want to keep working for, continue the plot along with that faction and see what happens. And then after I beat the game and see that ending, go back and reload a save, right? Reload a previous save, so that I can unlock another new branch of the story with a different faction, play through that, and, those kind of areas. Just keep kind of going around the different factions, because there's 4 of them. And I think I'm thinking probably it's going to take several hours per faction, so you figure over the next 2 weeks up until Christmas time, we should have enough time to do all that stuff. And I think that would be an awesome way to end the game, is wrap it up by seeing all of the 4 major endings with the 4 factions and see how that pans out. And then I certainly can give a thorough review of the game. And of course, most people have already reviewed Fallout 4, which is kind of ridiculous in my opinion, because do you really think that anyone who reviewed Fallout 4 really experienced the entirety of the game, unless they just sat there and played it nonstop for a week straight, which most people did not do? A game like this needs to be played at length before you can actually give it a fair review, at least in my opinion. So, I will be reviewing the game as well. Tonight, ladies and gents, the Hate Live podcast returns. It is a very special edition of the podcast because, number one, it's going to be talking about all of the games that I've been playing recently and kind of going through them and giving you my general opinion on all the games of this hardcore gaming season, in particular the ones I have not had a chance to review. Number two, it's going to talk about a few kind of current events and things that have been going on, including the Game Awards, some controversy around the Game Awards, and in addition to that, we just had the PlayStation Experience that had some interesting developments, to put it that way. Some interesting things going on with Sony. I also am going to have a special Back in the Day segment tonight talking about Christmas And in particular, this one's going to be about Christmas decorating and trimming. I'm going to tell you a little bit about when I was a kid, with the kind of stuff that we would do around my house. When it comes to decorating and, getting ready for Christmas. I'm going to tell you about Christmas trees and lighting. Because here's the thing. The reason that this popped into my head is last night I was downstairs in the hallway, and I'm looking at our Christmas tree, how freaking awesome it is, right? And I walk up and I touch one of the lights on the tree, and it's cold. And I'm like, my God, I remember when I was a kid, we're talking when I was a kid, you're 20-some more years than that ago, actually about 30 years ago, right? And I used to, Christmas lights used to be all over the Christmas tree. You would walk up and you couldn't even touch it, because if you left them on, they would be hot as fuck. And, that's just one of the many things that have changed over the years when it comes to Christmas and decorations. And I want to talk kind of about that how things have changed and improved over the years, and how things are a lot different now in regards to Christmas decorating and stuff than how it used to be. Okay? So, it's going to be a full-fledged Hate Live. It's going to have gaming talk. It's going to have news. It's going to have a Back in the Day segment. It's going to be a full-fledged podcast tonight, and I hope you'll join me for that around 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern time here live on stream, okay? That'll be a lot of fun. And then tomorrow we'll resume with the gameplay. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing, I believe, Yakuza 4 again, paired with more Fallout. And then the weekend will be kind of a trade-off between the two, Fallout and Yakuza 4. I said Yakuza 4. I meant to say Yakuza 5, by the way. Excuse me. Thanks to those who checked out Yakuza 5 yesterday. It was a lot of fun. The game's very similar to Yakuza 4, I'll be honest. It's pretty much along the same lines. And I like it. So I'm definitely looking forward to, playing more of it. From what I'm understanding, it is a pretty long game, just like Yakuza 4 was. If you get a chance, check out the videos on DSPGaming. It's a slow start, for sure, but it picks up. And actually, I'd say the second session that I did last night was pretty interesting with the side content and stuff that was there. So, I hope that you guys will come and check out the streams. I know that right now, a lot of the stuff that I'm doing is kind of ongoing playthroughs. And now, I'm jumping into Yakuza 5, which I'll be honest, did I expect a huge viewership for it? No. But I'm at least hoping that it catches some kind of interest because, as you know, with the stuff going on with me and Machinimo, I'm currently in a contract negotiation with them. I just had a big discussion with them today about the contract, and we got another, they're redrawing up a new contract, and we're doing all this stuff, and I'm not going to get into the details of it, because you really don't need to know that, but, right now is a tentative time for me. It's a really uncertain time. I don't know what's going to happen come 2016. I know for a fact I'm going to be making way less money. That's about all I know, and I really, I appreciate your support of you coming out and checking out the stuff I'm doing, even if it's not the most, oh my god, it's not a hot new release, you know what I mean? He's not playing the new release, because there is no new release. At this point, this is the new releases are done for 2016, and, right now I'm just doing the ongoing stuff until we hit the year-end series. So, I certainly hope that you will check out the stuff that I'm doing daily. I know I've noticed, obviously, that attendance on streams have really been dwindling, and I don't think that's really a surprise. I think that now that all the new releases are kind of out there and people have attended the premiere streams of all the new releases, that now it's kind of like, well, the regulars who are here to just check out my ongoing stuff daily are going to be out on stream, but it's not really going to be that influx of people that we would get normally for new releases and stuff. You know what I mean? Because there is no new releases. So it is what it is. I'm certainly hoping come 2016, when I start new stuff next year, there's new games, and I'm doing the new projects on a new channel and doing way more vlogging. By the way, it's kind of funny because I was thinking just last night, I was like, man, I had this thing that came up. I don't want to go too much into detail about it. This thing that came up, personal thing that came up. I was like, man, I would really like to talk about this publicly and do a vlog about it. And I was like, wow, you know what? This is exactly the kind of thing that come 2016, like I said, I'm going to separate my content. We're going to have lots more vlogging on the vlogging channel where I talk about topics all the time. We're going to have daily gameplay on DSPGaming, and then we're going to have edited content on the new channel, whatever I end up calling it. And I was like, man, I already got stuff. It's like, I already got stuff kind of queued up and ready, ideas that are popping into my head. I was like, man, this would be a great one to talk about. So there you have it, ladies and gents. I'm having a lot of fun in this holiday season. I want to thank everyone, by the way, for your support these past couple of days. Because, with all the stuff going on, being uncertain with what's going on with YouTube and Machinima and all of that, I've gotten tons of messages of, suggestions, not just, oh, Phil, we love you, keep going, and not to say that that's not appreciated, but tons of people sending me honest feedback, suggestions, and saying, I like this about what you said about your strategy for 2016, I don't like this, here's a suggestion for this, and I'm taking all that into account, and that's the kind of stuff I need. That, unfortunately, is the kind of stuff that I don't get anymore because YouTube comments are fucking shit. Every time that I do put a video out there, and I enable comments and it's some kind of serious discussion, I need feedback, all you see is these kids coming on and spamming the fucking comments with their own crap, stuff that's not even related to the fucking video. Like, really, it really ticked me off this past weekend when I put out the weekend preview, and all I'm talking about for the first, 5 minutes is that there's a YouTube bug that froze views, but don't worry about it, it's not a big deal, but, just to know that it exists. And all the comments are about, all Phil does is talk about views, and he's complaining about views in this video, which isn't actually what happened in the video. But because they spammed the shit out of those comments, people were actually saying, Phil, why did you talk about these views? Everyone in the comments is saying that, so I'm not going to watch the weekend preview. And it's like, oh my God. Like, I hold my head and I'm like, this is just so ridiculous, man. Like, that's what I mean. Like, I hate YouTube at this point. When it comes to the shit, you can't even have a fucking comment section anymore that's worth a damned. Because there's no way to really moderate it, and people will just come in and spew their shit everywhere in the YouTube comments just for the sake of doing it, and it's really annoying. So thank you to those of you who have actually directly contacted me with feedback and information that I need to proceed and to keep going here on YouTube, all right? All right, so everybody, that's pretty much it. We're going to get started in a moment here with Fallout 4. I will, once again, I've been reiterating this every day so there's no confusion. If you were a patron of mine in the month of November, this Sunday night I'm going to be doing all of the patron perks. So whether it's a private video, mailing out a t-shirt, submitting the information, and getting forum accounts upgraded, I'm going to be working on all that Sunday night. So I know some people messaged me this week and they're like, well, Phil, I sent you my personal info, but I haven't heard back yet. It's like, well, yeah, you messaged me back on Sunday. I'm not doing it yet. I do it once a week. I queue up everything and I try to work on it a couple hours, and Sunday night's the night that I've been doing that. So that'll be Sunday. FYI, just so you know, I am working on setting up the goal for Patreon for this month. I know we're already almost 2 weeks into this month, but I'm going to be doing a goal that everyone I think wants, and that's all I'm going to say. It's going to be a good one. I think we're going to hit it, but we'll see, and we'll go from there, all right? And last but not least, FYI, it is almost Christmas, as you know. In fact, as of today, there's 2 weeks left. Yeah, can you believe it? Today's the 10th, so 2 weeks it'll be Christmas Eve. Wow. So, if you are looking for a unique Christmas present, if you're looking for a nice gift for someone in your family, a relative, a friend, a loved one, your significant other, and you want something a little different, well, you can check out my girlfriend Leanna's business, The Black Current, online, which is a business that sells handmade glycerin soaps and wax tart melts. I've used her soaps for over 2 years and absolutely love them. They're much higher quality than stuff that you would get in a store. There's a unique scent that you can get, and she also does some nice design with how the soaps look. And they leave you feeling clean and refreshed, not sticky or dry like a lot of other soaps, because they are real soap. They're not detergent bars, which is what 90% of what they actually sell on store shelves now are. It's not soap anymore. It's a detergent bar. In addition to that, the wax tart melts that she sells are reusable. They smell really nice, and it's a really cool alternative to, say, having a scented candle that could maybe be a little bit of a dangerous thing in your house, especially if you have drapery or pets or whatever. You don't want to open fire. You might want to check out Wax Tart Melt. So check it out at etsy.com/shop/The Black Current. If you're in the stream chat right now, Gino Saji just posted the link. Thank you to you, sir, for doing that, and apologies that once again you got kicked for putting the link, but you'll be back in a moment. And if you are planning on, placing an order, I just want to let everyone know, if you are living in the United States, like us, you have to place your order by December 20th if you want a guarantee shipment and that it'll arrive in time for Christmas, just so you know. Unfortunately, the time frame for international customers has kind of run out. You could still order if you're international to the United States, but we cannot guarantee Christmas delivery because it all rests on the United States Postal Service, and they actually told us that you had to get stuff shipped out by the 7th of December to guarantee delivery internationally, so we can't do that, okay? But, there you have it. Check it out, and you can use the discount code CELEBRATE100, CELEBRATE100, if you would like to save 10% on any order of $20 or more. And this month, I think about half of the people who ordered have used that code, which is pretty awesome. So definitely check it out. And hopefully, some people get some awesome Christmas gifts and things out of it. It'd be pretty nice. And of course, obviously that benefits us. That helps us because it's the business we have here. And any income we make from that obviously supports our efforts, my effort to keep doing this full time, and our efforts to keep doing what we're doing here. All right? All right, sounds good. Now I'm going to talk really light. I'm going to talk really calm like this. Very nice, no elevation in my voice. Nice and calming and soothing. And I'm going to put you all to sleep. Okay, I'm going to stop talking like that now. All right. So, let's get started with Fallout 4. About 2.5 to 3 hours of gameplay here on the stream today. I thank you to those of you who are here. And hopefully it's a lot of fun. You enjoy it. As always, the videos will be uploaded to DSPGaming after the stream. And I hope to see many of you tonight for Hate Live as well. Okay? Fair enough? Is that right? Is okay? Is that right? Is that right? It's okay? Okay. All right. Thank you. Let's do this.